guys, so I'm here in my new same filming location, but new bookshelves. So I put one of my bookshelves here and then the other bookshelf over there because the lighting's good here. But I'm just going to talk about my October wrap-up today. So I read 5 books this month. I think I did pretty well. So the first book I read is called Are You Sleeping by Kathleen Barber, and I think this book is super underrated. I mean, it wasn't an amazing book, but I thought it was a pretty fun read for October. So this one is about this girl. Her father was murdered 13 years ago, I think it said, and her mom, when that happened, decided to leave and join this cult. And then it kind of revisits her father's murder. It kind of like reopens the case, kind of like what true crime podcasts do today. They kind of look back at a case that couldn't be solved and they try to solve it and put together new clues and stuff. So there's a podcast within this book. Every other chapter is written in podcast style, and I really like that about this book, and it kind of intertwines the podcast into the actual story, so it goes back and forth. And yeah, I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars, and I thought it was a pretty fun read, and I definitely recommend checking it out if you want something different. Another book I read that was also underrated is this one. It is The Saturday Night Ghost Club by Craig Davidson. So I just found out through Alexa, which I will link her channel down below, but she said that this is his alias, or the other name is his alias, but he writes under Nick Cutter, which I did not know that. He wrote The Troop too, but he writes under Craig Davidson too, and he wrote this one. So now I really want to read The Troop because I didn't know it was the same author. This one was really good. It's kind of like a coming of age kind of story, and it's kind of in between YA and adult fiction, but it reads kind of like YA, but it's adult fiction, I feel like. I don't know, but it's about this boy, and his uncle has him join this Saturday Night Ghost Club. I don't want to give away too much because it's a really short read and you'll just have to find out for yourself. But if you're looking for like a coming of age novel with a little tiny bit of spookiness, it wasn't like scary or anything, then this is the one for you. I ended up giving this 4 out of 5 stars and I really enjoyed it. Oh, and I'll be keeping both of those in my collection because when I don't like a book, I will switch it over to the guest room, which means anyone that comes over can take the book, which it basically means it's a donate book. This one I think is gonna be a donate book, which means it's going into the guest bedroom, and it's People Who Eat Darkness by Richard Lloyd Perry. I actually had really high hopes for this one, but I did not like the writing style at all. It's true crime, so it's nonfiction. It's about this lady who goes missing when she goes to Tokyo, and I just did not like the writing style. It went too in depth with everything, like too much information that I did not need to know. It could have been half the length. I really struggled with it. If you want to know more of my thoughts, I have my spookathon vlogs, which I will link down below, where I talked about this. And yeah, I really struggled with it, which made me struggle with spookathon, so I didn't get as much read as I wanted to. But I think I gave this 2.5 stars. And yeah, it's going in the guest bedroom for people to take if they come over. The next one I read was All the Ugly and Wonderful Things. I enjoyed this one. Well, I don't know if enjoy is the right word, because what happens in the book is kind of weird, but I don't know, you'll have to find out for yourself. So this takes place in the Midwest. It's about this girl. Her dad has this meth lab and he has all these goons, and one of his goons befriends her, and she's younger. Like, she is a kid when he starts befriending her. So in the beginning he's more of a dad figure, but yeah, you kind of know what's gonna happen with this. But I think I gave it 4 stars. I also buddy read this with Girl About Library, and it was really fun to buddy read, so I'm glad I got to buddy read it with her and have someone to discuss it with. So I will link her channel down below. Definitely check out her channel. She does these really good 1-minute reviews, and just her videos are just really good, so definitely check her out. So the next book I read was Patient Zero by Jonathan Mayberry. Buddy read this with Keisha from The Forsaken 707. I will also link her channel down below. She's one of my in real life friends that I met here on BookTube. But she said this is one of her favorites and she really liked the book, and she was rereading it with me, but it was my first time reading it. And I just thought that this was the kind of book that I would really love to see in a movie, but not read about. So this is about this guy named Joe Ledger. He's part of this group, the Department of Military Science. They're tasked with stopping this group of terrorists that is trying to release this bioweapon that turns people into zombies basically. So it is something that I would love to see in a movie, but not so much read about. I thought I would love to read about it, but I guess not. And I ended up giving this 2 stars, I think. I really struggled with it. The concept was amazing. That's why I didn't give it 1 star. I think it's more of like a 2.5. The concept was awesome. There's like 10 other books apparently. Sadly, I will not continue on with the series, but I will definitely be asking Keisha what happens in the other books because I'm still interested to find out what happens next. So these were all the books I read in October. Let me know if you're interested in any of them or if you've read any of them so we can discuss down below in the comments. I love to talk to you in the comments, so don't forget to comment so we can talk about all the books, and look out for my November TBR video next because that is the next video that is going to be up. Yeah, that's it for today. I will see you in the next video. Bye.